But we could talk about cars a long time, so I don't want to get too stuck on that.
Yeah, let's talk about helicopters instead.
That's probably his current favorite vehicle right now, I would say, right?
Hey, look, we're talking about the Colonel, and he's got some pretty fast cars, but always when people start really talking about how fast their cars are, I'm like, tell you what, how about we race to Naples and I give you a 20-minute head start? I'm gonna bring out the Bell Jet Ranger.
Wow.
So does that? I mean, you've got your own pilot's license, right, to fly the choppers.
Yep.
Is that scary anymore after like the Kobe and just in general, they're more dangerous?
When I look at the Kobe Bryant situation, and it's kind of crazy. People are like, why do you listen to in the crash test or crashed
the voice recording
investigations and it's like, because you want to know what happened, right? So with his situation, it was rule CFIT, continuous flight into terrain. And so, number one, if they'd have waited 20 minutes, it would never happened because the fog would have burned off. Number two, if the guy really knew how to fly instrument, he would have known he was flying down into a mountain instead of flying up. I mean, there were just a lot of little things. It was just a pilot error, just a bad pilot situation.
Yeah.
Pilot overconfidence, didn't want to look weak in front of the greatest, one of the greatest of all time in basketball, and just made some, we call it go, no-go situations. And I remember the first thing I learned from one of my first CFI, this is back years ago, is he said, if it doesn't look good on the ground, the shit doesn't look any better when you get in the sky. You just can't pull over to fix that tire. So, if it doesn't look good, don't fly it.
Yeah.
Just don't fly it. Get home-itis. I watched the guy in the helicopter last year who's flying with his tail boom on fire, trying to make it to the airport. Stick it on the ground. When you got a problem, I'll land it in Walmart parking lot. I'll put it out on, on State Road 70. If it doesn't look good, I'm coming down and so I can call someone and say, call my insurance company.
You get in trouble for that?
Not an emergency. You can pretty much, in an emergency situation, you can pretty much do whatever you got to do.
Right.
Yeah.
To survive.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'd rather have to fill out the craziest report ever and be suspended for 2 weeks or 3 weeks while they investigate my decision making than to be dead.
Yeah. So how often do you fly and why do you fly? Like, is it something that's for convenience? Is it just purely for sport?
Here's what I say is this. To be a helicopter pilot, you can't fear not one damn thing on this planet. If one thing scares you, don't fly a helicopter. Dogs, spiders, it don't matter. If one thing scares you, don't get in a helicopter. Because you got to make some big boy, big girl decisions like right now when you're in a helicopter. When I start flying, it was airplanes. And, something happens in the airplane, you can call your wife, baby, I love you. I'm looking through the pilot manual. I'm gliding down. You can do all types of stuff. In a helicopter, you start hearing something going bad, it's going bad fast, and you better drop that clutch and stick it on the ground before that rotor stops. Auto-rotate it now. Right. So your decision-making has to be so precise, and in that moment, you got to block out the entire world, and it's just you and that machine. So that's what I like about helicopters is it's like my Nova. It's like, damn, that thing could have killed me. I love it.
I think that's exactly why I don't like them.
Yeah,
I'm not scared of much, but damn.
Put me in the don't fly helicopter camp.
So no, but here's a helicopter pilot.
I'll go for a ride, but
so here's your average helicopter pilot. So